are a treat or a part of this Sunday morning professional network. I've been doing every year. I keep it up there, so I don't mind. Every year, I track all my assets, liability, and ongoing expenses just to track what's my net worth because I don't know how I'm going. I don't have a job, all right? So I don't know exactly how much money comes in and go, where it goes, is spent. It's everybody's situation. I tried to look at the app. I couldn't find an app where I can calculate, but I come up with a simple spreadsheet solution I want to share with you, which you can put a date or week or month in every year, same month. You calculate your liability and assets to know your net worth. Net worth means how much in dollars you actually own right now. Okay. And this is not the only. If you start building it up, by the next year you can compare. I'm growing or I'm going backward. And if you implement this spreadsheet properly, you can do every week. You can do every month. All you have to do, I'm going to go through this spreadsheet myself. So the first column, can you zoom a bit more, Shams, because it's an empty thing there. Maybe 150 will do. Yeah, that's fine. So the first column, we can share that template later if anybody needed it. You can just request it. Not a good idea. Okay. Because we lose columns. So the first column is a asset. I put examples only. My one's quite mixed. But I put every single category I think should be there. Only thing because I don't do it with the share, so I don't put share there. But share can be there as well. So you put a house if you own one. If you're renting, you can't put asset as asset. If you have investment property, okay, let's go to house. You put your description where it is, address, and then current value. You can get nowadays appraisal as well. Otherwise, you know the market, and always your asset put modest rate. Don't put the high rate because that's the you want to keep a cushion. Because if it grow more, that's good. But then the next date column is important. You put when you put this in. Because that matters very much. And if you have investment property, same way. And then if you have set up education fund for your children, if you have children or married, you can use that. That's also your asset. Then if you have overseas property, you can do that. And then there's the column E comes in action, where you put current conversion rate. There's a funny thing is I bought something there, right? The price get doubled, but my asset become lesser in value because of the conversion rate. When I bought it with 100 rupees equal to $1, and the price of the plot went double, but now the price is 173, so I got nothing if I get it back. So anyway, so this is important. Also, you can put a reference file. You can give references if you have a document there or something. Another spreadsheet you link up where you get this number. You can give file links there as well. This is not very important. Important is this one. When you put it there, what's the value? Then you have any investment you've done with any business. You gave money to someone to invest, so that's also your asset. Loan to friend. This is also very handy. You note down this thing just in case anything happen. Your family know. Small things we don't really record. We know WhatsApp each other. Okay, I gave you this much money, so we remember. But family doesn't know. Similarly, if you borrow from someone, now we talk about liability. Your super fund is also your money, even though you don't can get it now. In emergency, you can get it actually, but it's your money. If you're leaving a country, you can get it. So it's also go to your asset. And the bank loans, if you have a loan. So if you look at it, this one and this one, it will be almost investment properties coming straight from bank. And then your bank account, the cash in the bank. If you have overseas, then again this conversion rate will apply. The formula is already there when somebody gets this template. All they have to do fill it this one in and this one in, and rest the rate. Once rate change, everything change. And then you have cash at home, car. Actually, I don't put car as for some reason. I don't put as.
Depreciation.
Second,
Depreciation.
that's why every year you do it. You depreciate them. When I bought it for 40,000, for example, now it's 31,000. How do you know carsales.com? I put it there. They tell you the value. I always put less. And the jewelry, I didn't put it, but I say it's asset, but it's not yours, so don't put it. But if you cry a lot, she might give it to you and say, I'm a bankrupt, I need it. But even a car, I don't put as a car is. It's not.
It's not worth $0.
No, it's okay. And the main thing is, I want to show you, if you do year by year, so far so good. Do you have a system like this, Ahmed?
I want to build it like as you did it. My life is so random, honestly. It's not organized.
It's okay. I call it free form.
Yeah,
I wish to stay away from interest. That's why I don't really want to learn.
It's not concern of this talk. That's a separate one.
Yeah.
It's your thing. You do what I'm giving you a simple spreadsheet, and we are converting into app unless we found one in a research that there's already one there. But I find this is very important. Where suddenly, why it's important? Suddenly, if you see you got 100,000, go down there, Shan. Yeah, this is where you get the value when you do every year. When you started, so this is your current worth, okay? And when you started life like 2019, 6 years ago or 4 years ago, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years, right? So you started when you had this much. Obviously, you had before as well, but you calculate the first year you get this, and you went to this much. You made $40,000, $47,000 extra in there. But you say, oh, my pay is 108,000. Where the rest of the money go? You eat and spend.
So these are approximate you're saying.
Yeah.
Or
My one's, way less than this, but I put it the number
as
which
an
normally make.
approximation, yeah.
This is normal growth. If you were doing very well, it's okay. My ones is very bad. I survive, but I'm happy I'm surviving. I only see I'm not negative. If I see I'm negative, I get scared. But as long as I'm in a yellow zone, I'm okay. Because money is not my go-to thing. But make sure the kitchen should keep going because the children. So we.
No, it's quite steady growth,
Yeah,
It's
people do
quite-
more. I have seen certain
It's
ones.
double in I think 3, 4, 5 years. Double, almost double.
Yeah, you need to pay off one. People normally I see around the doctors, they pay off one house in a maximum 5 years. And way before, I don't know, some are there, but people who do it. So the engineers and other people there, because if you have 100,000 and you go modest 50,000 every, you keep getting it. This is minimum. If the husband and wife are working, I've seen these cases. That's not a concern where my here is a growth and all that. I'm giving you a system to see it. And then you can also calculate use a card and other things, charity, how much I need to help they give it. And don't judge me on the fake car, all that. I just put my own system and
No,
see it.
that's fine.
Yeah. And so this gives you a bit of system. I purposely made it a bit grow, but it's always up and down.
Yeah.
Suddenly your wife wants a new car, all right? Or suddenly you have to go overseas, your family need there. So it's a dip in. But how much you can afford to give, this will help you to know. Literally, I found 2 people I owe money, or one person I wanted to get money. I didn't know that, I didn't remember it. And then when we're doing the annual one, I go through every single thing in a bank. By the way, it takes about 2 hours we did it. Yeah, R1. It takes 2 hours to check every single thing. Not more than that.
You could add a cash flow to this as well.
Not cash flow, the net cash is there. Bank is there.
No, that's as in like your sort of weekly like profit or loss, because that weekly profit or loss then turns into the yearly profit or loss if you manage to.
I get your point.
Yeah.
What are you trying to say? Where's my wages and other thing go? They all go into the bank. If I want to see right now how much I have, this much came, this much went. What I have, the subtraction of both.
The profits, and then the profits, they end up building up into your asset or liability.
Yeah, we don't call it profit, we call net saving, because profit is in the business. Net saving is income minus expenses, my net saving, because it's my saving. Profit in a business, we call it same thing. You buy for $100, sell for $110, you profit $10. But net profit minus will be after you get the expenses, wages for the staff, and you might get maybe less than $2 as a net. But the gross profit, $10. This is accounting thing. I'm not accountant at all. Actually, this was supposed to be presented by Brother Bilal. We built it together, but he got sick. So there's another thing to look at it. Some people, we'll talk that later, otherwise they will go forever. Any more question about this, Shyam? You want to know? So you know your net worth?
No.
Good. That's good. In this stage, you don't need to know. As long as you have money in your pocket, that'll make it.
One question.
Yes.
What does the 2.5% per year mean?
We'll talk that later. I know you picked that thing up. I already told you it's my system. I'm not going to talk about it. But if I want to give somebody something, I know how much I have this year I can afford. Like my wife wanted to go overseas last year. And I showed this thing. I said, look, if we go in a red zone. I'm not saying it, it's telling. So she was convinced to go this year. So we started saving. That's another thing. When you track something, it gives you intentionally inside, outside decision making. Somebody asks you, there's a very small funny story or a joke I always say. Somebody asked somebody, okay, how long it take me to get to the station? I said, I don't know. And that guy was said, yes, good. And he walked. Then he called from after 100 meters, he called, come on, stop. And he said, what is it? You will take 22 minutes. I said, why didn't you tell me before? I said, I didn't see you walking. So until I don't see what numbers are. Some people come to me. I actually do a bit of financial advising, not advising professionally, as a friendly. We talk to each other. Say, look, this is my experience. You can stay from it. All right? Because these are small decisions. People don't know your money is also your experience. Your experience earned by learning new things. By learning new things, you get better job. By getting better job, you get extra money. Now you got money in a bank. And they're using your experience, your earning, making money, banks. You're not doing it because either you don't know or you don't know you can make money out of it. You need to put into a work. Your money, you need to put that money into work and learn bit by bit. There are two areas गोरे लोगों ने हमें नहीं दिए, एक मैनेजमेंट और एक फाइनेंस की दुनिया. आप गौर कीजिएगा, इन दोनों के ऊपर वो बैठे होते हैं और हमें we should do it, we should learn it. And this is the platform we use with us. As every Wednesday we have sessions here for small thing. We did session on self-managed super fund. You give a super to someone and they're giving you this much back, where you can make at least this much in percentage. Let the percentage go this much. At least you could get this much. But normally they give you 5, 6. Rest they admin fee, fee, and then. And we empower people here to. Soon we're gonna have if you have mortgage or other thing, and you want to get rid of those things, we're gonna get. We're starting a show on finance because our financial literacy is very low. Thank you very much. Any more question? No, thank you. We close this one, and that gives us the freedom to start our day. Everybody yawning. We need a bit of coffee or something.